So we had a problem solving starter today. There are 8th grade students standing in a circle for a PE game, and they were evenly spaced, and their only clue was that the 7th student was directly opposite the 17th student, and you had to use a drawing to solve this problem. So if you put the 7th student here and the 17th student here, you can put the numbers 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th here. You count there are 9 numbers here. Then go back from the 7th, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you need 3 more numbers here. So after 17, it's 18, 19, 20. So there are 20 students in the circle. There's the 7th, the 17th, 9 on the right side, and 9 on the left side, and that makes 20. And drawing the picture makes it so easy. So we began by practicing some number puzzles, which are really just algebra in disguise, number tricks. And you guys had to choose a number. You wrote it down. You subtracted 11, multiplied by 3, added 5 times your original number, added 1, divided by 4, and added 8. And there was a pattern in all of your numbers, and that those who did it correctly got twice as much as what they began with. So then we did it with 17, went through all the steps, and we ended up with 34. And then we proved it for any number. So if my number is n minus 11 is when I subtract 11, and I multiply all of that by 3, and I have 3n minus 33. I add 5 times my original number, which is 5n, and I have 8n minus 33. I add 1, I have 8n minus 32. Divide by 4, I get 2n minus 8. Add 8, and our answer is 2n, because negative 8 plus 8 is a 0. And so if we begin with n for any number, we end up with twice as much as n. All right, then I taught you how to create a number puzzle. So I said, let's just begin with some number. And then you all added 6, and we multiplied it by 4, and then we divided everything by 2, and you had to write 2 more steps to get you back to n. And most of you subtracted 12, and then you just divided by 2. And that was fine. And then I showed you how you can kind of disguise. Like this is where we left off, so I just disguised it a little bit more. So instead of subtracting 12, if I just subtract 19, okay, I end up with 2n minus 7, because 12 minus 19 is a negative 7. And then I add 7, and that gets rid of that negative 7, and divide by 2, and I'm left with n, the number that I wanted to begin with. So when you create a number puzzle, you really can make it be anything that you'd like to, as long as you write down the words and show the algebra. Here's where you can manipulate the problem to be anything that you want. So then you each had to create a number puzzle that always will give you an answer of 6. And so you went through all the steps on page 82, and we showed how we subtracted 4. And then we went through every one of these steps to end up with just 6, and all those steps are on page 82. And then you had to create your own 8 is great number puzzle that always ends in 8. And you guys worked on that for a bit, and then some of you decided to come up and show your number puzzle you came up with. And Alyssa came up with this one, and it does always equal 8, which was great. And then this was, I believe, Felix's, and we had to adjust his a little bit to make it work out, but after you subtract your number, if you add 10, you get 8. And then we had another one, and this one got into a little bit of trouble. So you don't ever want to divide by your number unless you're sure that it will not give you a fraction like 10 divided by n, because then you end up with some decimals. Like if n was 3, I have 10 thirds, which is 3 and a third, 3.3 repeating, and suddenly it gets ugly. And then here was another one. Choose a number, add 20, subtract 10, multiply all of it by 2, divide by 2, and then subtract your number, and then subtract 2, and that gave you 8. That one was a success. And you have some homework to practice tonight. No, we did that last night. Sorry, that was last night. So we checked that. And then this is the homework to do tonight. And it's just a 2-day week again, so you have 1 hour and 5 topics by Thursday. For those who haven't finished their green or orange slices of the pie, you need to do 5. For those of you that have completed them, you need to master 2 to 3 topics. And that's it.